Greetings everyone, it's Gryfer here. We're looking today at the HMS Agincourt, the new Tier 5 Royal Navy British battleship. Really, this is a one-of-a-kind battleship. If you don't know its history, it was originally ordered by the Brazilian government and it was then resold to the Ottoman Empire. The arms race that was happening in South America cooled off, so she was purchased by the Ottoman Empire, nearing completion, and the outbreak occurred then of the First World War. The British government seized this beautiful battleship, and that soured relations because the Ottoman Empire had fully paid for this vessel and its construction. So this, in all honesty, should have been potentially an Ottoman Empire vessel. Now, if you have not seen this vessel before, she's a Tier 5 boat. She has 48,400 hit points stock. She moves at a good speed of 22 knots, and her main battery firing range is roughly 15.5 kilometers, or 15.3. She has 7x2 305mm main guns, and that's a lot of main guns, as you can see by the layout of the turrets. But for secondaries, now this boat for secondaries is absolutely fun. 10x1 76mm guns, they fire stock every 3 seconds. And for the big better boom gun, she has 14x1 152mm guns at stock, fire every 4.5 seconds. I have built this particular Agincourt as a secondary build, so trying to get into range of some of these boats. Unfortunately, for the time of this video, there were a few bots at this tier, but we will see the guns in action. In all honesty, I believe this boat is extremely strong at its tier. Now, one thing I did not mention till now is she has absolutely zero anti-aircraft. Zilch. 9. Nothing there. Not even a captain's pistol flare gun to shoot at a passing plane overhead. She has nothing but her speed and agility. In testing this boat, I did come up several times against numerous CVs, and yes, I will say you can actively dodge with your turning radius. Generally, late game where it's one CV versus 1 or 2 boats, you really hurt there. But I've sunk CVs, so I still think for her tier she's an extremely strong boat, if not quite overpowered. The combination of the number of main guns, the number of secondaries, make her quite a fun ship to play. As we'll see, we'll get through these bots here and then we'll come up against the humans. Who doesn't like secondaries? And having a Royal Navy, even if it's a Tier 5, having a Royal Navy ship with secondaries is a bucket load of fun. Minakaze is detected in his smoke by the Nicholas. Nicholas should take him down pretty easily. I have a range of torps here. Will I avoid them? Probably not. Which is my wanting to do. A torp a day keeps the doctor away, apparently. Cavor here is showing all the goods to everyone. He's not going to be long for this world. But as you can see though, the main guns do hit. They're not wonky. I'm not using aiming module. This is a secondary build, so for that module slot it is utilizing the lovely enhanced secondary range batteries. This Emil, I'm not sure if Nosy was the best choice. We shall touch him appropriately. Only the one set of 5 overpens. Would have been nice to have finished him off, but not this time. Still 5 citadels and a smattering of secondaries. So many good secondary moments in this boat. We will get in closer shortly, and we will see the secondaries in action. But look at, for its tier, look at the number of main battery guns that go out. And with greased gears, you get a lovely quick turret rotation for a tier 5 battleship. She does have wonky armor, not going to deny that. So the lack of AA and being broadside, you can get smacked if you show your complete broadside, even through the nose by some higher tier battleships. She can take damage, but the amount of guns and secondaries, even against tier 7 boats, she has been a blast to play with. It's just a good thing she does not see higher tier CVs. Tier 4 CVs, you can swat away at times. Some of the tier 6 ones can be a little bit of a problem, but for what she brings you, I could not, I would happily buy this boat. It is a bucket load of fun. Emerald doing Emerald things. Not sure why the camp is actually charging him in the nose. Maybe he thought we had this game in the bag, but lose a few boats here and anything's possible. In the end, it's 4 on 3. Their Königsberg is low, so is our Furitaka. So if the opposition had 1 or 2 boats that stayed alive through the contest, it could have been a different story. Let us see, getting a cap as a battleship. Emerald's pushing in. Nicholas would be hydrate. No ifs or buts on that. Königsberg trying to get his guns into the game, but with those hit points, he's gone. Secondaries or not, those amount of he just has to be caressed by one of those main battery shells, and there's another Citadel from that angle. Nicholas goes down, making an interesting contest, but I would wager myself at this stage, though. Kudos to the enemy Emerald. He has got a Kraken. Pretty good achievement. Tier 5 British light cruiser. Has a bit of smoke. So between the Nicholas and the Emerald, it would be a tough ask. Taking on the BB. If it was cruisers versus those two, it might be a fair fight, but with the BB, it's all but over. And now the Emerald's going to be approaching my secondary range, 8.3 kilometers. That's with flags and mods equipped. Another Citadel, just, you know, because these things happen. At its tier, top tier, this boat's going to be extremely powerful. Yes, she's slow at 22 knots. But as you can see, she's fairly nimble nose in. She's getting good secondary hits, even though the DD was only spotted for mere moments. She is getting a few good secondary hits in. And 3 fires so far. So when you look at things, I've only used AP from my main guns. So out of the 10 successful secondary hits, that's been 3 fires. I haven't looked at the fire charts, but from history of playing previous games, she has had a good fire setting chance. It's going to be who blinks first. We've got the Marblehead trying to goad the enemy into firing. He keeps firing his AP into the smoke, hoping that they'll react. I'm close enough that if the Emerald fires... I'm actually surprised I'm not hydroed or having blind torps fired out at me, in all honesty. Here we go. Nicholas is not long for this world. There goes some torps behind me. My secondaries don't get him 2 hits, so even for that quick engagement. Marblehead polishes him off. And there's the emerald, and that will be the game. I do recommend this boat. If you're looking for a fun boat, do not pass this by. Don't forget to click subscribe on this channel or follow me on Twitch. Have a great day.